Hello everybody and welcome back to the San Francisco Giants franchise here on MLB The Show 18. I almost said 19 because today we had some breaking news. The cover athlete for MLB The Show 19 will be the former Nationals outfielder Bryce Harper. Now it's not official in any way of who he will be playing for. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the cover is going to look like. Right now, this is the earliest version. This could be what the cover does end up looking like, though. You see it right here. And, oh, what do you know? My phone's on low battery. And, you see, I think you can kind of read that. If you can't, I will read it for you. Number 1 overall pick. Check that off. This is Bryce Harper's bucket list. Rookie of the Year, he checked that off. MLB All-Star, he checked that off. League MVP, he checked that off. Home Run Derby champion, that's gone. The show cover, well, he's got that now. He only has 2 things left on his list. Winning the World Series and going to Cooperstown. I see both those things in the future for Bryce Harper, but for right now, the Giants have some business against the team who Harper might be going up against, playing for next year, the Philadelphia Phillies. So Zach Eflin will take the mound for the Phillies and in Philadelphia against Johnny Cueto and the San Francisco Giants. 6.5 up on the Dodgers in the division. Cueto, he's 5-0, but has had a rough start to the year this season. And the Giants are first in every category across the board. And yes, including stolen bases. 64 stolen bases. And, well, I'm pretty sure at least 50 of them belong to Orlando Ortiz. Speaking of Orlando Ortiz, he will take the mound against Zach Eflin to start off the game. Eflin, he's done pretty decent this season. A 3.06 ERA, over 50 innings pitched this year. And Orlando Ortiz has done it again. Way back there and gone. Orlando Ortiz with another leadoff home run. His 14th homer of the year, and the Giants take an early 1-0 lead. That is definitely the way they wanted this game to start off. Not the way at all the Phillies were expecting it. Full count now on Tommy Pham, and he will foul off that fastball. 93 miles an hour in there from Eflin. Rough start to the game for him, obviously. And Pham drives it deep center field. Back, and it will be caught with his back against the wall. That is Yoenis Cespedes out there. Man, I wanted to sign in free agency, but we could not free up the cash to get. No promises that he won't be on the team by the end of the year. Posey drives it left field deep on the warning track and caught for 2 away. And now Chris Davis steps in. 17 long balls this year. Having quite the season to start things off here in June, and he will foul it off. This is year 4 of this Giants franchise. We are just rolling along. The Giants looking to repeat as World Series champions. It's not even that many episodes ago when we clinched that World Championship. As Davis, left field, it is out of here. A long home run for Davis, his 18th homer of the season. And the Giants will lead it 2-0 as maybe their best hitter comes up to the plate, Freddie Freeman. He is absolutely crushing the ball. Oh, but a great play. That, I believe, that is Nick Ahmed there at second base for the Phillies, making a great play to end the inning. That almost reminded me of a type of play Troy Tulowitzki would make. J.P. Crawford to start off the game for the Phillies, hits it into left field, past the diving Chris Davis, and both teams might have themselves a leadoff home run, but no, Crawford will stop at third. That brings up Nick Williams. See, 2-2 count on Williams, and Cueto, ground ball, fielded. Freeman, he's going to go to the plate with it. Safe is J.P. Crawford, and it's a one-run game. The Giants don't get an out on the play. Rhys Hoskins, a swing and a miss there on the 3-0 slider. Count runs 3-1. Ground ball. Segura to Ortiz to Freeman. A 4-6-3 double play. Now Yoenis Cespedes. 2-2 pitch is fouled off. So Cueto, he gets the sign again from Posey. The pitch is in there for strike 3 as Cueto allows one in the first, but only one. Giants don't get on in the second. Can't say the same for the Phillies. 1 out and 2 on. Nick Ahmed will, yes he did, a swing and a miss, and there are 2 away as Cueto is trying to work his way out of this jam. Zach Eflin, he will try and help himself out with the bat here. 1-2 pitch from Cueto is fouled off by Eflin. Mike Alfranco on second for the Phillies, and Eflin goes down on strikes to end the inning. Him and Cueto looked like they shared a little bit of words there. Now, 3-2 count on the former Philadelphia Philly, Odubel Herrera. You know he wants to get revenge on his former team. He came to San Francisco 2 years ago, I believe, and has been amazing for us since. And he will get on to start off the third. He has been arguably one of our best hitters, our most clutch hitter, no doubt, since coming to the team. And Odubel, we would not have won the World Series last year. In my opinion, we would not have won the World Series last year without Odubel Herrera. Ground ball, and Orlando Ortiz has himself his second hit of the day. 2 on and nobody out, as Tommy Pham comes to the plate here with nobody out in the top of the third. Big at-bat here with your reigning National League MVP on deck. And that's a ground ball. They will get Ortiz at second. They cannot throw Pham out at first. So they get one. But Tommy Pham, he's fast down the line. He is safe. And Tommy Pham will take off for second base. Buster Posey, he chops one down the third base line. Scoring is Herrera. Pham is coming home. That's a 2 RBI single for Buster Posey. And the Giants lead it 4-1. Davis hits into a fielder's choice after going deep in his first at-bat. And there's a double play there to end the inning for the Phillies. Cueto, he's given up the same amount of hits as the Giants have, and now the Phillies actually have more hits than the Giants do, but the score, well, you wouldn't think so. And a solo shot from Rhys Hoskins makes it 4-2 as Brandon Crawford steps in here. He started the year off hot. He has kind of cooled down a bit as Ken Schreiber comes into the game. I'm taking German, so when I first read his name, I thought it said Schreiben, which means to write in German. Now a 1-2 count, as that fastball was thrown very fast, but outside. The 1-2 pitch to Crawford, crushed to right field. Forget about it. Brandon Crawford goes deep, his 9th homer of the year. The Giants' 4th long ball of the game. third long ball of the game. And now 2 for 3 in the game is Orlando Ortiz. Odubel Herrera's on first. And Herrera takes off and Ortiz fouls it off. Orlando Ortiz, he hit that leadoff home run to start off the game. Singled later on, got out in his last at-bat. And I don't even know what Odubel Herrera was doing. He got a horrendous jump and he is out number 2. He was, I don't know, that was one of the worst efforts of stealing I've ever seen. 3-2 pitch to Ortiz is fouled off, and he will keep battling. Eflin, he had a bad start in this one, and Schreiber comes into the game, doesn't do great himself, but he is able to strike out Ortiz to end the inning. Johnny Cueto, he will take on Mike Franco to start up the bottom of the 7th. He has been dominant in this game. That ball, center field, that's a leadoff single for the Phillies. Cueto, still, 2 runs allowed, bottom of the 7th. Looks like he will be 6-0. I would like to get somebody warmed up in the bullpen. Hector Rondon is warmed up. Rondon is warmed up. But I would also like to get our closer, Craig Kimbrell, warmed up. Chopper, Crawford, no play at second. We'll go to first to get the sure out, 1 away. Way to copy me, Matt Vasgersian. Now Nick Ahmed steps in. 1-2 pitch from Cueto. And a great diving catch from Orlando Ortiz for out number 2. Tommy Hale? Tommy Hale. 1-1 count. The pitch from Cueto. Hit into right field. Herrera's there, and Cueto is through 7. Victor Ramos, he comes in. Oh, sorry, Aramo. And that's an RBI single for Buster Posey. Gene Segura, he will load the bases for Brandon Crawford with only 1 away. Full count, top of the 8th. Crawford, if he gets a big hit here, the game's over. Still in reach for the Phillies. And, well, that's in the air. Not that deep. It will be caught. Posey's not that fast. He's going to tag. He will score. And it's a 5-run game. Johnny Cueto will stay in the game to take his at-bat. The 2-2 or the 1-1 pitch to Cueto is hit pretty poorly. Left field. Hoskins is there, and the inning is over. Giants get 1. Cueto, he gives up a leadoff single, and Hector Rondon will come into the game. He gives up a 2-run shot, though, then a single, and a fielder's choice gets him out of the inning. And Craig Kimbrell will be brought in to try and finish off the game. Jorge Alfaro, he will start things off for the Phillies. Foul ball, and the count is full on Alfaro. Cueto, the sign from Posey is fouled off. 3-2 pitch again, fouled off by Alfaro, not giving in. Kimbrell, that ball's crushed. Left field, and Davis is there on the warning track, 1 away. Now Nick Ahmed. 1-1 count. And the knuckle curve is in there, 1-2. Kimbrell, he came back with the knuckle curve. That one missed, and it's a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss on the upstairs fastball, and there are 2 away. Kimbrell is looking to close out the game for San Francisco. A swing and a miss, and the Giants take game 1 of the series. Giants, they're coming off this series after getting swept by the New York Mets. They were on a 3-game losing streak, but Johnny Cueto, he will come in and get the win in a dominating performance Rhys Hoskins, he was definitely the best hitter. For the Phillies in this one, hit quite a few long balls. Now former Giant Lance Lynn will take on Aaron Sanchez. This will be a quicker game. Orlando Ortiz hits a triple to start it off. Buster Posey drives him in with an RBI single. Gene Segura, and a 2 RBI single for Brandon Crawford. Sanchez gives up a double in the first, also walks a batter, but they will not score. Gives up another double, and the game is tied. Okay. Let's see. Brandon Crawford singles. Aaron Sanchez bunts him over. Odubel Herrera can't get him across. And Orlando Ortiz doesn't score him either. Chris Davis grounds into a double play. Freeman walks, but the Giants don't score. 2 RBI triple for Maikel Franco, and it's a 4-run lead for the Phillies. Malik Smith will pinch hit. He gets a single. Odubel Herrera double play. 2-run home run for Orlando Ortiz. And just like that, it's a 2-run game. I would like to point out, as Jacob Faria comes into the game, I would like to point out, 2-run shot for Brandon Crawford. We're tied up. That Orlando Ortiz is a single away from the cycle. Felipe Rivero, he comes in and gives up a grand slam. And the Giants, they get 1 back. It's a 3-run game. Rivera, that was not what they wanted. And who knows, if Ortiz could have gotten another at-bat there, he may have gotten a single and completed the cycle. Unfortunately for him, he did not get another at-bat. And this one we will probably jump into in the later innings. And he gets, who knows, maybe he would have as he gets a single to start off this one. Buster Posey an RBI double. Home run! Gene Segura goes deep. Ground out from Ortiz and a solo shot for Andrew Knapp. It's a 2-1 Giants lead now, but Brandon Crawford goes deep. It's 4-1. Kershaw, he's doing very well on the mound right now. Segura doubles. And Kershaw gets himself an RBI single. Ortiz, he gets another single. The irony of him getting 2 singles in the game that he only needed, the game after the game where he only needed 1 for the cycle. Bases loaded, Brandon Crawford strikes out. Clayton Kershaw, he gets a 2 RBI single. Sac fly for Odubel Herrera. It's 8-1. Kershaw might be able to go a complete game. 7-run lead. Oh, we didn't jump in. That is my fault. But that'll wrap up this episode. Next episode... Oh no, we're still in May. Next episode, we will take on the Los Angeles Angels and play both games. As the Giants, 7-game lead in the West. Bryce Harper... where's he coming from? He's absolutely dominating the league right now, especially as of recent. And, well, yeah, that's about it. But for right now, that will wrap up this episode of the San Francisco Giants franchise. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.